Hello again, Mole fans. This is Matt, back for a special edition of the Mole Tracker. We've learned a few things since my last video that I wanted to share, including Netflix revealing the official clues, as well as some behind-the-scenes information from all the players. So without further ado, let's get right into it. I was very happy to see Netflix officially acknowledge the clues that were placed in the episodes for the players and the viewers. I'm still not sure why this wasn't included in the finale episode, but Netflix did put out a YouTube video with an inside look at the moles' sabotage efforts, including discussion of several clues. I'll put a link to the video in the description below. Netflix officially highlighted 4 clues. The plane that we discussed in one of my previous videos was in fact a clue towards Kazi, with the Colombian flag and the numbers representing her height and weight. Also, the bourbon bottle and the pizza box each contain clues towards Kazi's birthday. And the bomb on the table for the explosive lunch mission included Kazi's home zip code. Kudos to all the mole fans out there who sniffed these out, but it was clear from the Netflix video that the players had no idea about any of them during the game. Now that the contestants are free to talk about their experiences on the show, there's lots of great content out there, including interviews and social media posts from the various players. I think the most fascinating thing I learned was that Joy and Jacob had a secret coalition throughout the show. Both Joy and Jacob confirmed that they were working together since the Red Button mission, and it turns out that they even staged their infamous dramatic fight at the dinner table. Wow, what a revelation. These are the types of juicy details that were sorely lacking from the finale, but I'm glad we at least found them out now. There's a great interview with Jacob that talks about this secret coalition and more behind-the-scenes stuff on the Mole Patrol podcast from the Rob Has a Podcast channel. I'll include a link in the description. I've been a big fan of the Mole Patrol since they did a rewatch of the original Anderson Cooper seasons a couple of years ago during the pandemic. They even used some of my parody songs on their season 1 podcast. They're great fun. Definitely check them out. Some other interesting behind-the-scenes information that I discovered upon reading about the show was that Greg used his 14-day quarantine period in Australia to research possible locations for missions. That Joy doing push-ups in the prison cells actually occurred before the mission even started. There's that creative editing again. And that Jacob was not trying to sabotage the mail mission, but he was reprimanded by the producers over and over for exceeding the speed limit, which slowed the group down. If you found out any other interesting tidbits, feel free to put them in the comments below. Another thing we learned after the show ended was more about the casting process. It turns out that most of the players from Netflix Season 1 were recruited through their Instagram pages, as the producers hunted for specific player profiles. It's unclear if Netflix will go with a more traditional casting call process for future seasons, but if any fans out there want to be part of the Season 2 cast, you better up your social media game. Speaking of Season 2, Netflix is still mum regarding whether or not they will renew the series according to various sources. It seemed like the show was popular, but there are a lot of factors that go into determining whether a Netflix original series gets renewed or canceled. So Mole fans will simply have to wait patiently for now. I assume continuing to discuss the show on videos like this one and spreading the words to friends and family to watch can't hurt. So I hope everyone enjoyed this quick bonus video from the Mole Tracker. The Mole community is growing bigger and bigger every day, and it's great to see. In fact, I'm over 100 subscribers on the channel. Have a happy Halloween, everyone, and until next time, take care.